Good morning, class. Welcome to day 2 of our English class. Now, yesterday we went through our introductions and we did our student interviews and all about needs, and we got to kind of know each other, and that worked out really well. So today we're going to move on to the really fun part, and that's rules and procedures. Everyone's excited?
Yes.
First off, I want to address that the school policy rules, first and foremost, you have to go by those rules. So always keep those in mind. And those are in your handbook, which is posted a link on Google Classroom, so if you want to refer to that, you can, or your parents. Yesterday, you were given your detailed syllabus, and I'm sure that you went home last night and studied over it and know it by heart. And brought it back with you today. This is to stay in your notebook at all times. This is your detailed syllabus, which is something that you can read along with today. You can use as reference. This here, these really, really cool slides I put together. Expect a lot of awesomeness like this year, by the way. This is just an abridged version. It's just kind of an overview. I didn't want to put a lot of information on the slides and have you guys completely glossed over by the end of the period. So this is your detailed version to always refer back to. You have your acknowledgement page on the back, which you will need to get signed by not only you, but your parents. Just saying, okay, I understand, or I missed this, I didn't quite understand it. It's all here in detail, okay? So, can someone tell me, before we get into it, why would we need rules and procedures? Hunter?
Without them, the class would be chaotic.
Exactly. Do you know what to do if no one tells you what the rule or procedure is? Of course not. So, you need that, so you'll know what to do. Cut down on the chaos. It enhances your overall learning experience, which is very important in here. And it also keeps you safe. So, moving on to the next slide. This is my expectation, okay? Strive for progress, not perfection. As long as you're in here every day, trying your best, because we're going to try together as a team, then I know that you're striving for progress. I don't expect you to be perfect. I don't expect you to make perfect test scores. If you do, that's great, but I want you to understand the content. And if you don't understand something, please let me know. Okay, so we're going to get into the rules, and this is also attached in your syllabus if you want to follow along. The first rule is, the first procedure is the beginning of class, be on time. Be in your seat, and be prepared for class, okay? I do not want you sharpening your pencils after the bell. You need to be in your seat, or else you'll be considered tardy. Let's get those pencils sharpened and everything before the bell, okay? Because I'm going to be doing attendance based on your seating arrangement. If you're not in your seat and you're up at the door or whatever, you're tardy or absent, and we don't want that. So when you come in the classroom, we'll be doing the bell ringer every day. Sometimes it'll be a quote. Sometimes it'll be something having to do with a unit that we're discussing. Sometimes it'll be a writing prompt. So it's going to be like a free writing experience, a free writing exercise for like 5 minutes. And that'll be in your notebook, and we'll discuss notebooks later. Okay, so anything that goes on during class, I know, it's awesome, isn't it? Anything that goes on during class, I've kind of put this on the slide. So that is the beginning of class. This is anything that would be happening during class, and then we'll do end of class. So, turning in work. We're going to do that first thing every day. You'll have labeled bins per class at the back of the room. I will prompt you when you need to turn in your work. This will probably be right after the bell ringer is over and we've discussed all that. In order to receive full credit, you must turn your work in on time. All right? If you do not, 20% of your points will get deducted each day that it's late. Okay? And then you'll also do a missing work log for me. That's your name, the assignment, what your excuse was, and your signature. And then if I do any type of, when I contact your parents, which will be like another step in, I will make a signature there for the parent too. So this is the documentation saying this is why. I don't want to have to contact your parents about missing work, okay? Because I feel like I'm, pretty lenient on your choice in writing assignments, so I think you should get your work in on time, okay? But if we come up with 3 of these, I'm gonna document each time, and I'm gonna contact your parents automatically. 3 assignments, contact parents, okay? Makeup work. Life happens. We get sick, I get sick, can't make it to school. Exactly. Coughing, exactly. So it is your responsibility to go to the makeup bin in the back of the classroom and get your absent work, okay? Your name will be on it. I'll label it for you in case there's multiple students absent at the same time. Also check the whiteboard in Google Classroom for any missed notes or if I've changed test dates or whatever. And also ask your classmates. You know, find that buddy that was here that day and don't be afraid to ask them as well. Work should be made up within 3 days of your absence. All right, while we're in class, our classwork. This is an English class, but we'll be doing a lot of classroom discussion, okay? And the classroom is a combination of individual and group work. So, group work, I want you to participate in group work. Be cooperative. And most importantly, be respectful, okay? Be respectful at all times. Do not just shout out in class. If I'm asking Hunter a question and he's responding, I want to hear his thoughts. Don't interrupt, just sit there and wait patiently. Raise your hand, and I'll get to you, I promise. Exactly. Okay, academic honesty. This is a big one. I think at this point, you all know that cheating is wrong, and we can't do it. But in English, we're a little different than other classrooms. Because not only do we have to worry about a student cheating on an assignment, but we also have to worry about plagiarizing. Because we study other people's words a lot. So, the other person's work, don't copy it. I don't want to know what their ideas are. I want to know what your ideas and feelings are about something. Sorry. Okay. Cell phones. Cell phones should be put away while you're in class. Now you guys we're a 1.1 school, so we have Chromebooks. So you've got your technology there. You don't need your cell phones, okay? This is going to be my face. I see your cell phone in class. And I know you're like, oh, I don't think you can make that face. But I can, because I'm old and I'm a mom. So my face usually looks like that anyway, okay? So don't make me look like this, right? Bathroom procedure. I know you guys love my memes, because they're the best. Okay, bathroom procedure. Each semester, you will have 6 bathroom passes, okay? They are attached at the bottom of your student acknowledgement form. Cut that off, that's going to be your bathroom pass. So, you have 6 chances per semester, which is very good, very lenient. You'll earn bonus points at the end of the semester for each one that you do not use, okay? Now, say Hunter needs to go to the restroom. He's coming in, he's done his bell ringer, and he needs to go to the restroom. He's got a pass. He's got 6 passes. Is Hunter just going to get up and walk out of the room and be like, oh, I've got a pass? No. You still got to get permission, and you've got to get this stamped. The stamp has a code on it that I will scan with my phone, and it lets me know that you're gone, you're out in the hallway. And that's to protect you in case something happens, and also make sure that you're not spending excess time in the restroom, because we don't want to do that. We don't want to miss a learning experience in the classroom.
Oh my God.
So end of class. Okay? I will prompt you at the end of class when it's time to pack up. Do not pack up early. That's just rude and disrespectful. Gets everyone's attention on you. You'll have to unpack if you have everything packed up early. Okay? We want to clean up our materials. We want to make sure that all the desks and chairs are back in place. And I will prompt you at the end of the class. It'll probably be about 10 minutes. I'll let you know. You'll have plenty of time. I'll never hold you over. And if anybody can do that out of the classroom, that's automatic 5 bonus points right there. This is assessment and grading, which is also detailed at the beginning of your syllabus. It's just a grade breakdown, mostly for you and your parents, so you'll know exactly, where I'm coming from. It's a combination of classroom participation points, tests, we're gonna do writing assignments, and classroom work and homework. And of course, all of your grades will be posted on Google Classroom at all times. So if you lose participation points, or which we're gonna get into, or anything like that, your parents will be able to see that. Okay. Overview of classroom rules and consequences. This right here is my second expectation. I put that at the end, okay? And by the way, this is what an acrostic is. We'll be studying that in our first unit next week with Edgar Allan Poe. So, respect. Very, very important. Show your self-respect, show this classroom respect, show all other students and me respect at all times. That's not very hard, okay? So, always remember to be on time and prepared. Expect to turn in your assignments on time. Show respect. Participate in group work. Exercise academic honesty. Cell phones, don't want to see them. And this one right here is very important. It's my eternity rule. The reason why I call it my eternity rule is I will uphold this rule as long as I teach. From here to eternity, I will always uphold this rule. Okay? If you cause danger or bodily harm, or if you're bullying another student, you will be removed permanently from my classroom. Okay? And then we do not want to get to that point. Okay? These are our consequences. Our first is a verbal warning. Our second is loss of your class participation points, which will be seen on Google Classroom with your grades. Contact your parent. Okay? And then, of course, we'll set up a conference. We'll try to figure out what's going on, what's causing this issue. Okay? The fourth one, which I don't really like, but I have to do, if we get out of hand, referral to the counselor office. Put counselor first, because if you've got some issues going on, we'll start there. I want office to be my last resort, except for the fifth. The fifth one is only going to happen if you break my eternity rule. Okay? So eternity rule, go break it. Take it seriously. And then, of course, I had to throw in a little Edgar Allan Poe. Not only is he my favorite, he's going to be one of our first writers that we start discussing next week. So I think you guys will work with me. I will work with you. And we'll get this started off to a good year.
It's good.
I forgot something.
It's good.
I totally forgot something.